Good evening, everyone. I'm Ed Doyle. I'm the band director at Central High School. However, tonight I get a real special treat in that I get to conduct the Hillside Middle School Jazz Band as well. This is the Hillside Middle School Jazz Band. Let's welcome them. I'm happy to fill in for Mr. Redmond in his absence, and we wish him well and a safe return to the podium. But in the meantime, I'm having a lot of fun. I shouldn't be allowed to have this much fun with this great group of kids. And they're on stage in this awesome theater. Thank you, Rex and Palace Theater, for hosting us. And now, I just want to ask these kids 2 questions. 1, are you ready to play? 2, a little bright? Okay. Just a little bright? Okay, yeah, there we go, okay. Or any way you want it, by Journey. I said it was fun. Great job. Hillside, before we do anything else, turn around. Look behind you. Isn't that cool? It's you. It's a hawk. Hillside Hawks. Okay. All right, next up we're going to do My Favorite Things. It's also the title of the song, and it's going to feature Taylor Morin on the tenor saxophone and Brandon Tobin on the trombone. job, Hillside. But wait till you hear this next one. And so I especially want to congratulate the two soloists on that last tune. Congratulations. And there's a bunch of soloists in this one. Listen to this list. We have Taylor Moore again on the tenor saxophone. Quinn Turner, who improvised in the last song too, but also the first song. But she's going to play the vibes. Lucas Astorino on the flute. Elias Ramirez Vasquez on the bass. Marley Walker on the flute. Nick Valaton on the piano. And Zena George on the bass clarinet. And you've heard, we got two members of the rhythm section that are soloing right now, or about to. And I have to acknowledge, the rhythm section's job is to make everyone else's job a lot easier. And I really want to acknowledge the rhythm section in this band, especially because he does not have a solo in this. I want to acknowledge our drummer too here. Your name's Jonah Therian. I guess he's later Papa Joe. Very impressive. Hillside, it's really a treat. I mean, when you're done with this, go sit in the audience and enjoy the next two bands to perform. But we're here for you. This whole night is about showing what can be possible if you stick with music in your life, both at this level, at the high school level, and even in your adulthood. So that's what tonight's all about, and you're off to a really, really great start, every single one of you. So congratulations. This is The Chicken. Great job, Hillside. Thank you so much. All right, enjoy the show. Stay for two great bands coming up. Central, you're on up. Yes, they're here. They're really here. This is the Central Jazz Band. They're making entrance. We're going to start off with Ellen Rose, the Hip Hop Bob Stop. That was fun. We liked that one a lot. That featured some soloists on there. We had Barrett O'Neill on the alto saxophone. Lily Ted Blue behind me on the trumpet. And Theo Canteras on the baritone saxophone. And that was we're going to take a little second here to change out basses. Thank you, Jeff, for giving us your upright bass for this one. It was a community affair for this concert. We got the piano brought here by Ann and the Freese brothers, drums brought by Steve and the Freese brothers. We brought these because they say Central on them, obviously, and music stands by Freese and vibes, just community effort. So, so that was the Hip Hop Bop Stop, which was composed by Ellen Rowe. It's a great little chart there. Our next tune, we're going to slow it down a little bit. It is a Bob Curnow arrangement of Pat Metheny's Afternoon, and you're going to hear the following soloists. You're going to hear Lucas LaVenture on the vibes. You're going to hear Barrett O'Neill on the alto saxophone. Is there anyone else? My list is over there. If I forget everyone, I will point it out at the end. Here is Afternoon. this next tune needs a little explanation. This whole night is, as I said, about the different generations of jazz playing. And you know, Freese Brothers has been a really big part of my life. I've been in the band for 10 years now, can't believe it. Of course, we had a big gap about a year ago, 2 years ago, where we didn't play for a while. And tell you, it hurts. And you know, I realized how much I miss performing, and how much then they got back to performing, and how much they miss that. And they're still with it, which I think is really great. On that note, though, in the spring semester, or the 2020 onward, I was very fortunate to have a student teacher, and that student teacher is Miss Lisa Nordegraf, who is the composer of this next piece, and she composed it for the central band. And she's backstage, I think, and we come on out, yeah. So if the kids are a junior or a senior, they would have had Miss Nordegraf. And she had her third evaluation on March 13th, 2020. So, you know, it'll be a few weeks, that's what we said. And then we know what happened there. So we never got a chance to perform this. Freese Brothers has since performed this. But we'll call this the premiere anyway, right? Because it was supposed to be Central's premiere. So this is Monksters in the Basement. Hence the title, notice the title, Monksters. If you're familiar with Thelonious Monk, the jazz musician and composer, you'll hear many quotes of him. And then also, Monksters refers to monsters and different monster themes. Hope I got that right, Lisa. So on that note, we're going to hear Lil Delaney on the trombone and Kaylee Turgeon on the tenor saxophone. Here is Monksters in the Basement. Right. I don't want to stop, but we have to. So we're. Let me just say, to be in this theater, I know this is recently rehabilitated. The first time I was in here was when Mary Craig got re-inaugurated. The first time, and then we got invited to play at the Palace Theater. It spread out more when she got inaugurated this past January, and Peter Ramsey back there was there, and he said, you know what, we should do a gig. We should do a gig with the schools. So I said, let's get Hillside involved, we'll get Freese Brothers involved, April 12th, works for all of us. And I really, once again, I know I've said it before, but I want to thank the Palace Theater and the Rex Theater for their generosity in allowing us to perform here tonight. And, you know, it's really great to be, you know, just to see this space rehabilitated, and you'll see different, like me, Manchester alums that are in the Freese Brothers Big Band later on after this, so it's really touching and kind of symbolic to be here because, you know, the music program in Manchester has done so many great things for decades now, and we're not going to stop now, let me tell you. We're going to keep building up, and so Hillside, the stuff that you were doing, there's no middle school, you know, there's no middle school that I know of that's doing stuff like that, so kudos to you. You know, the experiences that you get, the experiences that you guys get in the Manchester music program, and I'll specify this, and I'll just say it, the public school music program here in Manchester is really second to none, and I want to just make sure that everyone here knows that, and when you come to Central, the oldest high school in the state of New Hampshire, but also, we could call it the first high school in the city of Manchester. Hillside, we're here for you, and we just, the way you guys played, I can't wait till you guys are here at Central High School. So, to close on out, we are going to play What Am I Here For?, a Duke Ellington piece arranged by Mike Tomorrow, and it's going to feature Will Delaney on the trombone soloing and Patrick DeFelice. We call him the GOAT, but we also call him the Duke. He's the GOAT, he's the Duke, he's Patrick. He'll be playing that solo too. So here is What Am I Here For?
So glad to be part of this program and so glad to be back at the Rex. We performed at the Rex last fall. It was our first indoor show after you know what. And so we were so glad to be here and nice to be invited back tonight. That first tune was called Roll 'Em. Featured a lot of solos. Ann Cope on the keyboards right there. Scott Kavanaugh on the guitar. Don Davis all over the tenor sax. Miss Lisa Nordegraf. Jamie Baccia on the trumpet. And Ian Nelson on the clarinet. So there are a lot of proud people here tonight, and there should be. Mr. Ed Doyle, very proud of the two bands he directed tonight. Thank you, Ed. Miss Nordegraf, hearing her tune performed by the group she wrote it for. The performers in the Hillside Jazz Band and the Central Jazz Band, how about the Hampton Inn Band? Wow. And the parents who came to listen to their talented children. Thank you. You know, most of us started playing music in maybe 3rd or 4th grade in public school. Some of us have been playing for 50 or 60 years. And just to show you that it doesn't end, Miss Nordegraff teaches private lessons, and two of the people in the band who have been in the band the longest, Peter Imsey right there on that end of the row, and me, Dave Tyrrell Wysocki, we're taking lessons from Lisa after playing the saxophone for 60 years. It's great. All right, the next tune, Count Basie Band had a reunion of the band members and friends some time ago, and one of the friends who went was Dave Brubeck. And he heard the band, ran upstairs to his hotel room, and wrote a tune. And the tune is called The Basie Band is Back in Town. And this version was arranged by a fellow named Dave Umstead, who went to Central High School, Manchester, New Hampshire. Yeah, Basie Band is back in town. It's going to feature Jamie Baccia on the trumpet. Jamie Batra. And you know all of the great bands of the big band era had wonderful vocalists. We do too. I want to introduce you to Sarah Heron. Come on out, Sarah. Sarah's going to do a bassy tune called I Just Found Out About Love.
Somehow I feel that it's real. I can tell by the way that I feel. Right now I'm living it up and I like it. Yes, I like it. Hey, you, give me a clue. What's love doing to you? It looks like you could be liking it too.
Sarah Heron, she'll be back. So, Ian Nelson of our saxophone section graduated from Central in 2009. Been playing with the band a number of years. Going to feature him on this next tune, and guess who wrote it and arranged it? I mean, who arranged it? It would be tough if he wrote this one. Rodgers and Hammerstein actually wrote it. Ian arranged this tune. It's called The Surrey with the Fringe on Top. Yeah, Don Davis on the tenor. Yeah, Ian Nelson on the alto sax. Steve Bedrisky on the drums. Surrey with the fringe on top. I suppose you want the microphone. Sarah Heron is back, and the Angels sing.
And the angels sing, the sweetest song I ever heard. You speak, and the angels sing, oh, am I breathing music into every word. Suddenly the setting is strange, I can see water and moonlight beaming, silver waves that break on some undiscovered shore. And then suddenly I see it all change, long winter's nights with the candles gleaming, through it all your face that I adore. You smile, and the angels sing. I think I might have something to do with you. Every time you're near me, my body gets hot. Don't need no doctor, I know what I've got. I got a touch of your love. It came on overnight. I must have held you too tight, 'cause last night I got a touch of your love. Your affection has affected me. I'm feeling kinda dizzy and weak in the knees. I've been in love before, but never so bad. You're in my system and it's driving me mad. I got a touch of your love. It came on overnight. I must have held you too tight, 'cause last night I got a touch of your love. The feel from your kisses tears me apart. It starts from your lips and goes straight to my heart. No use pretending, 'cause baby I'm sure there's no cure, and I just got to have
Mr. Doyle.
That's really fun. I'm going to just take a minute. I know they're in the program, but I just want to introduce the band. This is a volunteer organization, a community band, as they say. And our main focus is to any fees that we do get by doing various summer concerts or whatever we do, we put into a scholarship fund. And we give it out to actually underclassmen, mostly in high school, to go to Sims or to go wherever you want to go. So actually those applications are out now, Mr. Doyle. So if you're interested in going to summer camp, we have a Freese Brothers Memorial Scholarship, and I don't know this number. We've given out over $70,000 over the years to high school kids. Let me do a quick intro. Back there on bass, Mr. Jeff Zoskowitz. Once again, Mr. Steve Bedrisky on the drums, Scott Kavanaugh on the guitar, and Copa on the piano. 1-2 to go. The trumpet section played in The Angel Sings. That was Ben Allen, Rob Carey, Mr. Jimmy Barger, Mr. Jamie Boccia. The president of the band is Lou Brissett, right here on bass trombone. Jill Carson, John Gunter, this guy right here, Ed Doyle. This is Peter Enzi, Don Davis, Ian Nelson, Lisa Nordegraff, our wonderful announcer, Mr. David Kirowasaki. And of course, Sarah Aaron, singing for you tonight. So So I also graduated from Manchester Central High School, but that was back in 1984. 84. Which if you know your Central High School history, Adam Sandler and I were classmates. He was also the class of 84. And it's kind of, I have 3 children, and I grew, when they were growing up, I said, oh, Adam Sandler used to climb my apple tree. Because we went to Webster School together, and then we went to Hillside together, and then Central. And right around Hillside, we sort of went separate ways, you kind of found your group of friends. But they said, hey, why didn't you get his autograph? I said, because he was 11 at the time. And who knew that Adam Sandler would go on to do great things? And the point about Adam Sandler is he found his dream, right? So I was very lucky. Again, I went through Hillside and Webster and Hillside and Central, and I get to do this now, which is really cool. So find your dream. Thank you. And I've been doing this for, I think it's 37 years, and when you get to that point, former student, former student, former student, former student, former student, you get to kind of recruit them into whatever you're doing next. Could have been my student, sort of was my student, could have been my student. So we're on a Zoom call today at Pinkerton Academy with a composer. She said, just find your dream, whatever that is. And I encourage everybody to do that, whether it's music or not. But as Mr. Doyle said, the point is it doesn't have to stop after high school, right? You can keep playing, you can keep singing, you can do whatever you want. And Lou, how old are you? 82 years old. 82 years old. Bless you. Okay. The mass has ended. Let's do one more for you. Thank you so much, once again, Mr. Doyle, for inviting us. For sticking around. We're going to do finish up with a very cool Ella Fitzgerald tune for you. This is called A Tisket, a Tasket, and she's going to sing it.
Send a letter to my mom, and on the way I dropped it, I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it, a little girlie picked it up and put it in her pocket. She was trucking on down the avenue with not a single thing to do. She went peck, peck, pecking all around, and when she spied it on the ground, she took it, my little yellow basket. And if she doesn't bring it back, I think that I will die. A tisket, a tasket, I lost my yellow basket. And if that girlie don't return it, I don't know what I'd do. Oh dear, I wonder where my basket can be. Oh dear, I wish that little girl I could see. Oh, why was I so careless with that basket of mine? That itty bitty basket was a joy of mine. A tisket, a tasket, I lost my yellow basket. Won't someone help me find my basket, make me happy again, again? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 just a little yellow basket. A little yellow basket.
Thank you. Thanks very much for having us. Sarah Heron, our vocalist, sorry. Mike Adams, our director. And the Freese Brothers Big Band. Thank you. Mr. Doyle. Yes. And thanks to the Hillside and Central Dance too. It was great being entertained tonight. We got a chance to sit in the audience and hear some great music before we came on stage. So thanks you guys, it sounded great. All right. Hey, the Freese Brothers Big Band will be back on this stage in the fall as part of the Rex's